Hey, what's up guys? It's Blink. And today I kind of wanted to go through and talk with you guys a little bit about a few of the projects that I have coming up, a project I have going on right now, and just introduce you to a few things that I plan on doing here on my channel shortly. First off, I want to thank everyone who has been subscribing to my channel and liking my content. I'm trying to build this channel up. I was told I should make a YouTube because I do a lot of cool stuff, and I've actually enjoyed it. I used to film a lot in high school, and I went through an entertainment technology class, so I have kind of rediscovered my roots in filming, and I enjoy it. So thank you for everyone, and for anyone who's new to watching this channel, please like, subscribe. I got a lot of stuff coming up, and I think that you'll enjoy it a lot. But today, guys, I want to talk about, let's start by talking about my 68 Camaro. So I have this 1968 Chevy Camaro here that has been in my family since my father was in high school. And this was his car. And his buddy wrecked this car on a drag strip and totaled it. And my father put this car back together over years and years of time, and he went to car shows. He's put 10 different motors in this thing. He has hunted for the parts and restored this thing to where it is today. And he was kind enough to give this car to me when he thought I was ready, which took a while because I was a wild young kid. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm still a wild dude, but I've toned it down, believe it or not. But anyway, he's got all SS stuff in it. I mean, this car's slick. Love this car. I just, this old leather smell, original interior. I stick my head in here. That's why I leave my window down. My whole garage smells like the 60s, and it brings me back to my childhood. I remember riding in this thing growing up. And now I've talked with him and he agrees it's time for an upgrade. So I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to do like a Hoonigan style build because I love Hoonigan. And you guys can see he did some pretty cool stuff here. He did the Dodge Plum Crazy Pink. And, you know, it's different. And guys at the car shows, man, they get so riled up. I had a guy, I went to a car show and he's like, boy, why you paint that thing pink like that? I don't like it. Too bad. Get your own, you old bastard. But anyway, guys, I'm going to keep this car black, but I'm going to go through it because it got some hail. I don't know if you're able to see it in the video, but there's a bunch of little dings. And I mean, all in all, the car's in great shape. My dad painted this car outside. He did a phenomenal job. But so here's my plan. I'm going to get an LS and I'm going to completely strip it down to the block. I'm going to bore it. I'm going to stroke it, crank, connecting rods, forge pistons up, building it. And I'm going to build this motor to handle over 1,000 horsepower. And I'm on the fence about the twin turbo. I am doing a twin turbo. I was thinking about doing the sequential twin turbo where the smaller feeds the larger, kind of like a diesel, so I didn't get the lag. But for aesthetics, I think I'm going to do a parallel system since it's a V8. So just like the Hoonigan builds, I can put my turbos and have them coming out the hood. I think that would look badass. And I want to change the suspension. This has got that unibody suspension. I'm getting rid of that, and I'm going to put a whole new suspension on this car, drop it a couple inches, and it's going to be wild. So that is a build that's going to take some time, and I will make videos along the way as I'm doing that. So if you guys are hot rodders and you like classic cars, stay tuned for that one. So the other build that I have going on right now, which if you watch my channel from the beginning, you'll know, but if you're a newer subscriber or you're completely new, I have a 2018 GMC Sierra. It's about 500 horsepower pro-charged that, you know, I've been building up along the years as well. I bought it brand new in 2018 and I started doing some stuff to it, and now I'm really doing some stuff to it. So I got the whole motor out right now. I'm gonna give you guys a really brief run through. Forged pistons, I put stage 4 cam, torque converter, high stall torque converter, ported polished heads, etc., etc. So the engine is going to be completely built, smaller pulley on the Pro Charger, and we're thinking it's going to be between 800 and 1,000 horsepower, depending on how we tune it. So that dyno's coming hopefully Thursday. By the time I get my footage on, let's just say that we're going to look to have that footage on in the next week or two. And I've already got a few races lined up. I got a race with my buddy who's got a tuned 5.0 Mustang, pretty much stock outside of that, long tube headers and exhaust. I think he's got a Borla exhaust, but he does have a tune on it. It's pretty quick. So we'll see how it runs against that. I got a buddy with a Ferrari that I'm gonna try and get a race with, and I got a buddy with a C8 who I'm gonna try and get a race with, and I think it'll be really good races, especially if we do it on a roll, like a 30, a 40, or a 50 roll. Anyway, guys, something that's coming new to the channel this week is gonna be my snorkel. I finally got a snorkel for my General. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a how to install this snorkel video on the General. I like to do the how-to videos on the General because I don't see a lot of people building up the Generals. And me, I YouTube everything before I do anything because I like to watch other people doing it and plan my mode of attack. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it, and just as a reference for you guys, by no means saying my way is the only way or the right way, but maybe you could watch my video and take a look at how I do it and decide what's your way of doing it, as I do. So I also got this replacement axle here. Yep, that's right, broke another Rhino 2.0 undestructible axle. It's destructible. And I also got new tie rods because, as you look right here, both of those snapped off in the rack. This one right here, oh, I wish I made a video getting that out of the rack. That was a nightmare. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's what got me stuck in the woods and I had to get towed out. And thanks to everybody who stuck with me through the woods that night. You guys are all awesome, and I will shout out to you. And let's talk about my newest addition. So I got rid of the YZ250. Guys, I am getting too old for that shit. I have gotten hurt on that YZ250 every time I've taken it out, and I love dirt bikes. I will support all you guys that ride motocross. I know how challenging the sport is. I know how hard it is and how easy you make it look and how technical it is. And I have a deep appreciation, but I'm getting too old for it, man. I cannot get hurt every week. I have a career, I have children. I'm gonna kill myself on that thing because I like to send it, and I have sent it. I've chipped both my damn canine teeth. I've pretty much fractured my jaw. I broke my ankle. I'm over it. I'm probably in the future gonna get like a 354 stroke or a 454 stroke, but it's gonna be for trail riding. The motocross scene, I support you guys, but it ain't for me anymore. I'm 260 pounds. All you 150, 160 pound dudes out there, I want you to put 100 pounds on your back and then fall to your knees off a double and tell me how it feels casing a jump with an extra 100 pounds. And then I want you to be in your 30s and tell me how it goes. But anyway, guys, I just got this 2018 Polaris Highlifter series Sportsman. Dude, it's awesome. I love it. And I got it from my buddy Daryl. He's a mechanic. I'm gonna do a shout out for Daryl right now. He owns a company called Lug Nuts. This is his logo right here. If you can see that flat black little skull. He is based out of Chadburn, North Carolina. I met this dude the other week. I wrecked my General. This guy just met me. Let me ride this four-wheeler. I didn't know I was gonna be buying it, but he let me ride it back to camp. Just trusted me to leave with his four-wheeler. This is an honest dude. And then he came like 3 miles in the woods with a trailer to help me get out. Took him hours to get the trailer back there into the woods, how deep I was. This is an honest dude who loves to ride, and he's a good mechanic. And he's got his own booth where he can powder coat. You guys can see he powder coated this brush guard right here. And when he took this thing apart and redid it, he powder coated the bars, he powder coated all of the suspension and A-arms, and it looks really good, man. He did a good job. So only real thing that I'm gonna be doing to this, because it's already got the factory snorkel and the relocated radiator. He's got a 2.5 inch lift kit on 32s. It's already got a gear reduction because it's a Highlifter edition. I'm just gonna throw a matching brush guard in the back of this, and then I'm gonna put a nice, cool, like brass knuckle shift knob right here and have them powder coat it the same color too. So everything else, I'm leaving it the way it is. So I'll get to the video on the General, guys. You guys can see my General right here. If you watch my channel, you can see me shredding with it. And to answer everyone's questions, they say, look, I'm up high. See how tiny those tires look? This is on super mode. So when I go down, look how big they look. Now, could I have gone with bigger tires? I could have. But I'm gonna tell you guys why I went with 35s instead of 40s. I've rode behind guys with 40s, 42s, 46s, 50s. I rode behind a guy with 50s the other week. And let me tell you something. They're nothing but problems. I break this thing already, but I do a lot of things with it. These guys can't go fast. It's boring to me. I mean, it's like, okay, they can creep into a pond and they can get through some pretty good stuff, but they can't really ride the trails. They're too big to ride in the trails. They can't hit any jumps. This guy hit like a speed bump, just a little boop, and the fucking belt blew out. It was unbelievable. I was like, holy shit. So, I mean, there's a certain point, and to me, I was like, you know what, with how I ride, I like to get in the mud. I can get out the mud with these 35s. Everyone knows it's the ride. It's the rider, not the ride. Let me tell you right now, I've been mudding my whole life. I can get through some stuff with these 35s, plenty of what I plan on getting through. And I got the clearance all day to do what I want with it. But if I want to, maybe I will. I highly doubt I'll ever go to 40s on this because it's no fun to me. These guys, they can't do anything. And you see them hit a little bump and the tires are like bouncing all around and they're breaking belts and this and that. And I'll tell you guys right now, I have a reoccurring issue already with this thing where I've put the mutter clutch kit on. I have so many different springs. Let me just show you how many springs I have. I have tried everything. I have changed the weights. I have changed everything except for the stock clutches, which might be the next thing to get rid of. Look at all these springs. I've tried it. I've tried it all. And dude, they're still grooving in my primary clutch. And it's not burning anymore because I know what the limits are of my machine now better than I knew, but it's still grooving, you know? So I don't know, man. You guys build the machines how you want to build them. I built this how I want to build it. And man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have plenty of fun with this. It's already a monster and I really enjoy it. So anyway, guys, I wanted to run through and give you guys a little bit of a update on what's going on, why I've made this channel, things that are yet to come. This week, look forward to the dyno for the 1,000 horsepower, possibly, Sierra. And then going to West Virginia, and I'm taking this beast with me. And we're gonna do some off-roading. We got a nice little tour guide going with us that knows the trails real well. And next week is a Halloween bash over at Riverneck in Florence. And I met one of the owners of Riverneck, badass. The guy, they call him One-Handed Gary. He'd be riding around on that four-wheeler with a beer in his hand through anything. He's fucking awesome, man. And I've had a blast with these guys. So I'm really looking forward to the next 2 weeks. I'll get some coverage with the drone. I'll get some coverage with the GoPro and everything. I'll get as much footage as I can so you guys can enjoy some of the action with us. And again, I just want to thank everybody who's been watching my channel and supporting me along the way. You guys are awesome. And I got some more content to come, so stay tuned.